Hello, it's Colette. Welcome to the weekly tarot card, the first one of 2017, and it starts the week commencing the 2nd of January 2017. Excuse me, that was one of my dogs sneezing in the background. It seems to be falling a wee spirit about again. Damn, I wish I had my camera ready when this happens. Never mind. Anyway, back to the weekly tarot card. It's the Hermit. Absolutely beautiful in this deck, quite intense. Let me bring this the other side. Quite intense male with kind of a labyrinth in his face, piercing eyes, all the beautiful colours, the blues and the purples that we expect from the Rohrig deck. And you think, well, it's the first week of the new year. Why the Hermit? And I think it's perfect, absolutely perfect, because think about the Hermit encourages us to go into our wee caves and to have quietness, have solitude, have thinking time. And if you're anything like me, then solstice, Christmas, New Year, there hasn't been much time for that. Basically, it's been a time of family and friends and Facebook and YouTube, and it's been wonderful. And I'm sure you've all enjoyed it too, but aren't we just a bit exhausted now? Aren't we a bit ready for just some going within, resting, shutting the door to people, saying, I'm done. That's what it's like. And for anybody listening that's coming over tomorrow, I don't mean yous, okay? But for the whole week, basically what we've got is a card that says, the celebrations are kind of getting over with. It's time to rest, it's time to relax, it's time to think. And that's, again, if you watch my video that's just gone up, which is resolutions no, permissions yes. You'll see where I'm coming from and how this card fits in, because it is a time of going within, of thinking about what we would like, of giving ourselves permission to be certain things in the year ahead, or do certain things in the year ahead, rather than resolutions. I resolve to do this, this and this. To me, at this time of year, that's much too hard, and it sets people up for failure. So for the week ahead, we have a beautiful card. Yeah, sometimes it can mean that people feel a wee bit isolated and they feel a wee bit lonely. So if you've maybe got a neighbour or someone that you feel maybe hasn't had the company, or you haven't had the time for someone over the festive season, well, maybe now you can make that up to them. You can, write a wee note letter. You can go and visit them. You can spend time with them, Skype them. So if you do feel someone is going to be a wee bit lonely this week, then you help them with that. But personally, this is our time of going within, of recharging our batteries and coming out wiser. So what does it mean in very much the different areas of life? Work, career, again, it's time for thinking, it's time for not blasting your ideas forward, it's time for maybe sitting and viewing the situation, seeing what you can take from it. All these things that we do, it's about being mindful, I suppose, of your situation in work. And it can be about psyching things out as well, right? Does that person look as though they're going to retire this year? And if so, So use it in that kind of way. It doesn't mean putting barricades up. It means psyching things out and having a kind of, be a wee bit enigmatic at work this week if we want to. If we look at health, this card is very much about de-stressing. It's about putting a notice, do not disturb, on the door of the bedroom, the bathroom, the meditation room. It's about getting out into nature, but on your own, and feeling the trees and the energies and the newness of the year. This has a kind of slight labyrinth look on the face. So I use that as the need to watch for inner ear infections or balance issues to do with the inner ear, tinnitus, stuff like that. So if any of that comes on this week, please get it seen to. With love, how do you place this one in love? Because relationships are meant to be all together or whatever. But if you've had, say, days off with your partner and you've been forced into family situations with your partner that maybe that you weren't sure about or whatever, yes, this is a time to say, do you want to go and play with your Xbox and I'll go on Facebook, or I'll go and read a book or whatever. It's all right for people in relationships to have solitary time. It doesn't mean that you're not together. It means that you're contented enough for one person to go do one thing and the other person to go do their own thing. So for relationships, have your own space and give your partners their own space too. And in doing that, you'll make the most of that this week. Where money is concerned, again, it's about not maybe being impulsive and buying things in the sales like, oh, that's cheap, so I'll get that. It's about being a wee bit more pulled back and thinking, do I need this? Is it worthwhile? Or is it just tat? With money, it's being wise with money, being introspective and not being so extrovert with money. And that way you'll end up having more than, believe me, if you just splurge. So spiritually, it's a good card. Again, it brings us into ourselves. It allows us to think about things. Lovely sunset beginning to develop out there. I just love the view from this room. It's so stunning. The trees are bare and I've got oranges and pinks and blues. Very, very lovely. And the trees are all reflecting the colours. So, that's part of what the Hermit allows us to do. Spiritually, it allows us to look at nature and be very, very quiet. And I don't hear well. And when I was outside this morning, I thought, goodness, you could hear a pin drop out here. And then I thought, that's a laugh because I can't hear a pin drop, or I can't hear much when I've not got my aids in. But even without my aids in, the cattle in the field, they didn't seem to be making much of a noise this morning. Normally you can hear them because they're mooing or baaing. But no, it was very, very, very quiet. And there was no sound coming from anything, no tractors out. It was so quiet. And that reflects the Hermit as well, that sense of quiet time, isolation, joyfulness in just being, and maybe it's encouraging you after a kind of mad time to have some silence and some solitude. You don't have to keep speaking. You don't have to keep, you can just pull in and be. So please allow yourself meditation time in the week ahead, and time to think and time to be alone. It's not going to do you any harm, okay? And people will let you be alone if that's what you need. So I think it's a great card for starting off the new year, and I hope that you use it to its best influence. And I hope also 2017 is a great one for you. What I would like you to do is, since this is the first video, really want to develop the YouTube channel more, because I'm getting the influence that I have to put more knowledge out there. I have to share knowledge, I have to share teachings, and I'm happy enough to do that. But what would you like? Would you like more? Would you like Mediumship Mondays continued? Do you enjoy the weekly tarot card? I think you do, because quite a lot of people watch that. Do you want more magical videos, how-tos, divination, self-improvement, even anything from body confidence to just general well-being? The channel is a spiritual channel, but that can be quite broad as well. So tell me what you want and we'll see what we can do with it. Oh, there's Nellie in the background. Hiya, come and say hello. There's Nellie. Unfortunately, Benji's become a wee bit of a recluse because he's tired. There's been so many people around. You want to say Happy New Year to everybody, Nellie? Right, so let me know what you want, and I'll try and do it as best I can. And basically, you can join in with me in this channel, and hopefully we'll all have a good year together. So I'm wishing you a happy new year. I'm wishing you a brilliant 2017, and I'm thanking you for all the love and support that literally you've given me in the past year. So many blessings from myself and Jim and my family and Benji and Nelly. Okay, love yous. Bye.